Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Oh my goodness. So, I am off to see Lion King with my little ones today and then off to camping for the weekend. So, tomorrow's Conscious Coffee and Monday's Conscious Coffee probably will be done by the lake or something if internet and everything allows me to, of course. But this morning's topic is all on entertainment attraction and it being the way of today, the way of our world today. I was just coming in because with my little ones here, they're all into Ryan's toys and stuff, and then my 13-year-old son, he keeps bringing me stuff where, you know, he's talking about this and he's talking about that, and then I was talking to a couple friends about dating and the dating world, and a couple clients brought some stuff to my attention, and then I get comments from, of course, the different people here on Facebook and different social media places, and even like my meetup group and my email and everything. And I just, this morning, I'm making my second cup of coffee to come out here and to do Conscious Coffee, and I had no clue what I was going to talk about. My son, my 13-year-old son, he had made a really yummy omelet this morning. I got to eat half of it because he couldn't finish it. It was so big. But he's sitting there, and I turned and I looked at him and I said, Levi, you know, I just had this like aha moment that we live in this world where people get paid really good money to do stupid shit. Like, we pay a lot of money to watch people do just the silliest, dumbest, most mundane stuff, like just Ryan's World stuff. You know, I walked through the living room and my boys are sitting there just engrossed in this episode of Ryan's toys, and the dad is on the floor of the living room and he's unpacking, you know, whatever package got delivered, and there's, you know, just wrapping stuff from just a regular like cardboard box and the bubble wrap and everything. And they're sitting there completely engrossed in this because it's Ryan's toy family, and there's some music playing in the background, and the dad's going, oh my God, what have we gotten in the mail today? You know, and he's just going through all this stuff. And I've watched so much of that, and then having, you know, teenagers that are YouTubing and into the big YouTube channels and following, you know, PewDiePie and different people and all these different things, and gamers and everything. And I just kind of went, wow, we really have created a society that is like WALL-E. You remember the movie WALL-E? That's what it was called, I think, right? Where everything happens on Earth and it's no longer livable, and then we take everybody up in, it's the cartoon, I think it's WALL-E. And anyways, there's a spacecraft, and all the people are basically in wheelchairs, and they have on the gear, and they're living in this fantasy world where they're consistently being entertained. It's just constant entertainment, and that is what their life has become this world of entertainment that is not real life connection, to the point that they're just running around and they're, you know, drinking their smoothies that gives them all the nutrients, but they're all rapidly obese, and they're stuck in these chairs. Nobody actually is relating to anybody else, but they get caught up in these storylines in the, you know, in the cosmos effect of everything. So whatever they're doing. Oh, and that's exactly it. This is why we live in this world today. And yesterday I got, somebody messaged me, show me your boobs. You know, somebody I don't know. The guy I date, he never texts me or messages me anywhere saying, show me your boobs. And we've been together for 2 years, but he, you know, I'm like, I've been in long-term relationships of 20 plus years and not had this message sent to me. But some random joker, you know, from someplace decides that, oh, I saw you talking about this, you know, self-growth mindset thing. I want you to show me your boobs. What is that saying? Here's what it's saying. Now, it's as frustrating as it is, because I know that us ladies get hit with this all the time, and it's just freaking stupid and frustrating to just constantly have to battle this energy out there that certain people think that it's okay to talk to anybody like that, but especially to somebody random. Like, okay, so you see me on, I constantly on social media, you know, and promoting and coaching and sharing That does not give anybody permission to request that from me or from anybody, right? And it's just, it's not cool. But here's what that man and anybody who says this is actually saying. I want the entertainment. I want you to be live entertainment for me, but I want you to do what I want you to do. I want to have control over the situation, so entertain me. And what's happened is we've created this world where we believe that because somebody is on the other side of another screen, no matter what the actual physical distance is, that they're there for our entertainment and that they should be serving that purpose. And if they're not entertaining us, then they hold no value with us. So we're going to go to anybody who entertains us. The one with the best entertainment is the one that gets the highest ratings, you could say, right? The highest following, the highest this, the highest that. And you have other people out there that are giving, like, I have seen some people giving this beautiful, like, talk about meat and potatoes, education and sharing and depth and just heart-opening, expansive stuff, like the stories. And there's so many beautiful tales of human connection and helping. And my dog is running underneath the table and being crazy. But what is this? It's not about, if it's not entertaining, we don't really want it, right? Yet, here we are, purchasing in one fashion or another, so clicking like, clicking follow, paying money, paying attention to and supporting and demanding even of this entertainment facet. And the entertainment, it's surface. There is no depth to the entertainment. Sure, we could get a chuckle out of it. Sure, we can get turned on by it. Sure, we can learn something even in the entertainment things. We can get ideas, creative ideas. There is that potential. But when we are just looking for the entertainment, like society is doing today, just looking for entertainment factor, what we're actually doing is we're saying, I don't want to go deep. I don't want to go deep in myself. I don't want to go deep in a relationship. This human connection shit, it's done nothing but hurt me in the past. So I'm kind of severing it right now. I'm going to just kind of keep myself closed off. And I'm going to just go over here to the surface land of, you entertain me, I entertain you. And yeah, and as long as we're entertaining each other, then that's great. You better bring a good party to the table every single time, though, because if I grow bored with you, I'm going to change stations. I'm going to change stations as soon as I grow bored. As soon as you offer something that doesn't set right with me, then I'm going to change stations because you're no longer entertaining to me. And we do this. Here's the thing. We do this in our intimate relationships. We do this with our friendships. We even do it with our family. As long as I am pushing the play button and you're doing exactly what I want you to do, everything's groovy. But the instant you decide to become a channel of your own, the instant you decide to have programming of your own, now we got a problem. And now I'm not interested that much. You just asked me to go someplace that I'm not comfortable with. Ooh, what's this thing? Called vulnerability, called relationship, called connection. I know I really want it, but I don't think I want it at depth. But I feel unseen and I feel unheard and I just don't feel like anybody cares. I feel such a distance. I don't feel like anybody really truly loves me. So we have that, right? But what are we doing? Looking only for entertainment. Entertainment and having people in our lives that are just entertaining us is never going to provide us depth. It's never going to provide us true love. It's never going to make us feel seen or heard, respected. It's never going to bring anything that is earthy and actually real to the table, because entertainment is not real. Entertainment is just about getting certain needs met and blocking off all that other stuff, because that other stuff's too scary, right? Who wants to actually tap into that? Who wants to actually go into giving a shit about somebody else at that level? We live in this world, this entertainment stuff has us truly where it's microwave society at its highest gear. I'm sure we can go higher, but for the time being, the highest known level of very, very quick. Very, very quick. Just this morning, I'm sitting on the couch with my lover, and he was telling me about a woman that he dated a few years back, and that they went out on one date, and she was extremely clingy. Like the clingy that you would get early on in a relationship, but where you're just wanting to be snuggling and all that kind of stuff. But it was a first time date. It was a first time date. And she was acting as if it was 10th, 11th date, right? Or, 2-3 months in. And she was just completely into that. And that's not the problem. The problem was that they went ahead and they became intimate. And 2 months into this, she goes and she says, "Oh, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't be intimate anymore, not until we get married. I feel like I'm cheating on God." But for 2 months, she was like wild child in the bedroom, I guess, just like, woo, totally just, into it and everything. And then one day just drew the line in the sand and said, "We can't do this anymore. I'm cheating on God, and this goes against my spiritual beliefs, and we're not going to be intimate until we get married." 2-month relationship. This is the mic, and I'm like, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, that's fine. If you choose to have premarital sex or not, I don't really care. That's up to each and their own. And you do what serves you best and what makes you happy on that, of course. But here's the thing. If you start out one way and then you draw the line in the sand like that, and then you go, "Oh, this is a 2-month relationship. Now I'm ready to get married." Any relationship that is that quick moving, or that you're trying to push that quick, you don't know that person at all. There's not a freaking knowing. You haven't been through any struggles. You haven't been through anything. Like, you don't know how this person actually truly operates. In order to know somebody, you've got to go through some shit with them. And on average, it takes anywhere from 18 months to 3 years to actually get that whole personality out in somebody, and to be able to test the waters in different areas. I'll tell you that a lot of relationships that move that quick, they don't last very long. Or if they do last, they last in unhappiness. And because people sell something on the front side that isn't really truly there. I know yesterday Addison Bell and I, we did free spirit talks that we do every other week. And we were talking about, reading the fine print in relationship. And we were talking about that, we get sold an all-inclusive deal when things are not always all-inclusive. And it really is that. Like, I'm going to use my lover for an example here. In that particular, deal that he was getting sold, he met this woman, and she was, like all of this stuff in the bedroom, which was a turn on, which was exciting, which was playful, and meeting his sexual needs and everything. And then all of a sudden she goes, "I think I got you now. So now I'm going to try to sell you this other version." And what's she actually saying? "I was giving all of this, but I wasn't really on board with it. Here's a little bit more of me. So here's the thing. That is that quick entertainment factor. In a way, this woman that he was dating was kind of smart, because she was selling the entertainment factor big time on the front side, right? She was being entertainment. She was probably putting on a show, and it was very entertaining until it was not. And if we base everything on just an entertainment level, do you feel that surfaceness? I mean, like, anybody who just hears that story is like, well, that would just be the surface level. Like, there's just not very much depth there. But if you wrap somebody up in just entertainment, and you just provide entertainment, you don't give them the opportunity to actually go deep, and you just keep entertaining, and you avoid and skirt anything deep, anything connective, that is a fear of commitment. That is a fear of intimacy. That is a fear of worthiness, of value. That's not allowing anybody. That is really truly holding some armor up and going, "All right, I'm going to give you this pretty picture, and that's all you're going to get from me. That's all you're going to get from me. And damn you if when this armor actually comes down, whenever that is, if it ever does." Because I know relationships that have been together for 20 years, and the one party still has that armor up, and the other person's going, "Well, I just don't know. They won't tell me anything like that. We've been, together for 26 years, and I don't know. It's not going to happen. Like, this is what we got." And they're not happy. And they're not happy because it's just entertainment focused. At some point in time, we do get bored with the entertainment. We do tire of just being entertained, and we want depth. We want connection. Much like in WALL-E, anybody who's seen that movie, towards the end of that cartoon, everybody ends up, because they discovered that life can be held back on Earth again, and everybody ends up taking off their masks and everything, and they're weak in so many different ways because they've been running around in these wheelchairs, and they've been so addicted to this entertainment life that they're just seeing through their lenses, through the computer, that now they get faced with the actual other person, and they're like, wow, human being, wow, and it's this amazing thing, and there's so much joy and fear that gets wrapped up in that, and also just the existence of, hey, I gotta deal with myself here, and I need to get healthier in multiple ways. And a healthy human being is one that can actually communicate, one that can actually connect, one that can actually share openly, authentically, not jump the gun to different things. If you feel like you're always underneath attack, then you've got some shit to deal with. If you feel like it's always somebody else's fault, you got some shit to deal with. If you're looking out into the world and you just can't even experience the world for what it is, and I say this because my 19-year-old son, I'm watching him right now, he's going through growing up into big boy land, and I'm making him set his own dentist appointment, and he just gets so anxiety ridden. And he didn't, because he was over in Hawaii as well, he didn't get to file his taxes properly because he didn't get his W-2s. So I made him file, the extension for his taxes, and then all weekend long we've been trying to go through his taxes and make sure that he gets everything right. But I just see him just sitting there just like, oh my God, this is like, I can't do this. And all he's doing is punching in his social security number on the IRS website and looking up some old files, and he's sitting there, and it's this humongous thing to him. Just like calling the dentist and setting an appointment. It's just like the world is crashing on him, I'm going, wow. You got your head so wrapped up, and you could tell me anything about this game or that game and this stuff, but welcome to the real world. It's just calling a dentist and booking an appointment. Here you go, honey, here's the phone number. Just give them your name and your information, right? Like, it's not a big deal. And for any of us adults who are, in our 30s, 40s, 50s, that's kind of stuff, it's not a big deal. The problem is that there's a lot of people in our youth that the slightest little real life thing is a big damn deal, because we live in this world of entertainment, and we are no longer teaching or growing the capacity, the skill set for actually living, for actually connecting, for actually doing the damn things that we need to do in our work, in our love, and in our life. Just basics, let alone actually having certain skill sets to be able to expand those areas. So I ask you today to look at your life on this beautiful Saturday. Hope it's beautiful where you're at. I ask you today to look at your life and really kind of examine, like, where am I settling for just the entertainment factor? Where am I addicted to the entertainment of this relationship with whatever it might be? Because you can have an entertainment relationship with different people. You can have an entertainment relationship with your health and well-being. You can have an entertainment relationship with your basic overall lifestyle. You can have an entertainment relationship with your business, with your work. Even with your spirituality, with your beliefs. What is it? Like, where is the depth in each subject of your life? Where do you have the depth, and where are you just settling for just entertainment? And really truly analyze that. Like, really look at it and go, could I go deeper here? Could I reveal more here? Could I inquire more here? Where am I feeling? Do I feel like I'm not seen, not heard, not understand? That if I actually let myself out here, that I might be too much? Or do I fear that I'm not enough in this situation? Because guess what? Those are the things that are going to make it where you keep everything at bay out here, and where you settle for just the entertainment purposes. And if you're looking for love, or you're looking to grow a business, then you need to, if you're an entrepreneur, a mompreneur, or you're looking for that love in your life, or you're wanting to go deeper in the relationship that you already have, those areas especially, if you have those things that are there that you're fearful of, well, guess what? You're never going to get what you want in the relationship with those things as long as you are letting those things manage you, control you, and hold you back. So it's time to just kind of like go, no, I'm not going to settle for just the entertainment factor anymore in this. Now I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm going to push outside of my comfort zone, and I'm going to go and actually reveal myself. I'm actually going to apply myself. I'm going to step into doing the work of facing my fears, because here's the thing about fear. 99.9% of the time, what we fear is not even there. It's not even there. Years ago, I was doing what was called light work in a particular study group that I was in. And I was terrified. It was so much like my 19-year-old son. I was scared of everything. I could not handle life. And I had done it because what my big issue was self-confidence, self-esteem, worthiness, self-love. I was beating myself up for a lot of things. And it just had me completely tied up in my own bondage, this chains I had put on myself, where I could hardly even relate or socialize or be out in the world in any fashion or form without tremendous anxiety in my body. And then I went into this practice, into this study and everything. Actually, my high school boyfriend led me down this path. He came back into my life and he's like, hey, you want to do this? Which is total blessing. And I did it. Him and I actually did it together for like a year. We did to study class together. And the work in there was all about embarrassing yourself, facing your own ego, facing your own blockages, and pushing into anything that you had fear around, that scared you in one way or another, just so that you could see that when you stepped in faith towards what you're fearing, that there was nothing to fear. There was absolutely nothing there. It was like, oh, I've been sitting over here holding myself back, concocting all this bull about this thing and making this up over here, and it's not even there. It's not even there. And I can tell you that right there was one of the most powerful lessons that I've ever went through, and it took me quite a few months of practice to get that. But once I practiced it back then, now I look at it and I go, all right, so I fear that. So actually that's where I have growth. I have growth over there. So I'm going towards that. That scares me. I'm going towards that. And there's a difference between fear and danger. So just realize that. We tend to bring those two together and we go, oh, that's dangerous. Is it really? Are you standing in front of a train that's coming at you? Because that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Walking down a very busy freeway, down the yellow strip of a very busy freeway, that's dangerous. Jumping out of a plane without a parachute, that's dangerous. But actually just speaking your truth, stepping into who you are, wanting to go deeper and vocalizing and sharing and being more vulnerable with somebody, that's not dangerous. That is just you fearing what you probably want. Fearing depth, fearing connection, fearing being seen, and at the same time desiring that. So look at where in your life are you settling for that entertainment, and what are you really wanting? Because in order to get it, you're going to have to go deeper. You're going to have to go deeper. You're going to have faith right there and step in that faith. I see a bunch of people on here. Morning Addison, morning Megan, Snelia, Julia, Melissa. Hey. Lots of ladies on today. So there you go. That's my Saturday rant. Tomorrow, who knows what will be coming from the campground, because I do look forward to going and camping and everything. But that just came up and I was just like, it's silly because I mean, yay for all the people out there who are doing crazy, stupid stuff or just, entertainment stuff and built a business and a life on this and are, living their dream life in an aspect. But I do question also with that silliness, are they really truly living their dream life? Because I think that something inside of us wants more than just the financial reward, just the lifestyle, that the true lifestyle is to be able to have that freedom in whatever we might want, but at the same time be sharing a purpose and to have some depth, some value to ourselves, to be more than just a pretty face, more than just entertainment, but to actually share a message, share our hearts, share our souls. So, interesting. Let me see. announcements. I really don't have a whole lot of announcements I'm going to be making today. I've got some tantric practitioner coaching that I'm going to be offering up. I've got 28 years of experience in the tantric coaching field, and it just came to me that I need to do a certification program the other day. Mind blow. Yeah. I was like, oh wow, I should do this. I should create this. So that is in creation. If anybody is interested in that, there's only going to be available to about 12 people from, I was looking at the retreat centers because we're going to be going to Costa Rica to finish up the certification process. And I was looking at all these really cool retreat centers yesterday. So I'm getting my dream boat going and trying to figure out which one I'm going to grab here in the very near future to make that happen next April. But between September and March, we will be doing all the certification levels. So this is going to be a 4-phase certification program, and it is focused on really truly learning Tantra. And I'm not just talking about the sexual aspect of Tantra. That's not the way I fly. All my coaching, all my whole practice, my conscious coffees, if you go, what is Tantra? Well, a better question would be, what is not Tantra, because the list would be a heck of a lot smaller. Like, there isn't a list, okay? I can tell you what is not Tantra. Tantra is not just about sex. Tantra is about weaving all of your life together and creating what I like to call that fuck yes life. That life where you are living according to your heart, your soul, and you're just turned on to your life. What gets preached on today in the Western world especially is called Neo-Tantra. And Neo-Tantra is very sexually, hypersexual focus to it, where if you look at the 7,000-year practice of Tantra, then I'm going to just revert you back to Dalai Lama. And if I say Dalai Lama, do you think sex? Do you think, oh man, like I'd really like to get with him in that way? No, you don't, right? You go, oh, that's a really enlightened spiritual soul who understands a whole bunch of great spiritual principles and understandings and is peaceful but strong, that is, all this really amazing stuff. You don't instantly go to this one little piece of the tantric pie, and that really is what it is. So my form of tantric practitionership certification is going to encompass all of that. So we're going to start off by doing the internal work, then we're going to start learning about how we facilitate that with others, and we're going to learn about the spiritual aspect and the sexual aspect, but it is going to all come together, and I'm going to teach you how to build a very successful tantric practitionership and how to incorporate that tantric practitionership into any holistic healing field, coaching practice, therapy practice as well, because Tantra is all about weaving that joy and that bliss into all areas of our life, and really to access it. Well, wouldn't that make sense that we'd want that in every single area then? Like, who wants to have, oh, I got this great over here, but I don't mind having these 7 subjects in my life be crap? That's not what we want. That doesn't make for a happy life experience. Living that fuck yes life is about having that beauty, that bliss, that connection, and that peace to really be able to have it in every single subject of your life, and understand that there is harmony in the ups and the downs, right? So look for that to come out early this next week. Realize that it is just going to be available to 12 people. We're going to have an amazing time over the next 6 months getting that practitionership done, and then of course enjoying 4 or 5 days in Costa Rica, where we will finalize the whole process and everybody will be earning their certification there. So look for the details on that. If you are interested in participating in the practitionership, if you're local to Texas or can get your butt here for the different workshops and everything that will be happening in this practitionership certification, know that you can just go ahead and message me and I will put you on the list for the release of that. That will be coming out early this next week. And it is a first come, first serve. Once this registration is done, it is done. Okay? So look for it. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's it. Other than that, there's a whole bunch of workshops. You can go to my website at www.kendallwilliams.com and you can see what is coming up for August, what is coming up for September, and October. I do have things that are constantly coming up. And of course, you can always go to my program section and check and see what has happened and what is available online as well, because I've always got something going, a couple of somethings going all the time. As always, stop existing, start living, be unstoppable, and stop settling for just the entertainment factor. Let's go deep. Let's show our worth. Let's get earthy. Let's really, truly let our hearts, our souls shine. And I will catch you guys tomorrow with another Conscious Coffee. Love you guys.